Welcome to my reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today is tarot readings, and it's anything sneaky or any liars or sabotage going on behind my back. So, when this work related. Or timestamps down below, and it could be the color or the feeling or the rock or the actual deck themselves, or the timestamp maybe. Group number 1, let's see what's going on. Wow. Seems like things are almost there. Things are almost there, and it doesn't feel like there's much going on, actually. Seems like everything's good. I mean, things are moving along just fine. The job is almost done. Everybody's hard at work, working together. Things are on the move. Seems like pretty normal so far. Like there's sometimes you're not sure. Sometimes there's things that need to be kept quiet. Sometimes you need to keep it to yourself. So sometimes you don't feel like you can be open or speak with your mind, or sometimes you're not quite sure, and sometimes you feel like you're on your own, or you don't like you have to just be quiet. Like you have to sit on the information, not really input out some little tidbits, little bit of info. So here, the problem is not really. You kind of know, you know what's going on at work. You know what's going on around you, and you just want to know if what you're feeling. Are you dreaming it or is it true? Well, seems to be true. Let's see. Yeah. Wow, I like to work at your workplace. You know what? Everybody's minding their own business. Everybody's working hard. Everybody's working together. The things are. It seems like a peaceful place, like a serene atmosphere. It almost seems quiet, yet everybody's busy doing and going on. And you know what? Even though you feel like you need to keep things to yourself and not say too much, and in this workplace, it seems to be the theme, the way it is anyway. Everyone is like that. There seems to be a place where the less you say, the better, just because everybody's concentrating on working and doing, and yet it's not a fast pace, or it doesn't feel like it's fast. It just feels like people just throw themselves in the work, and all together they create, or they manifest, or they get that done. It seems like everything flows. There's nothing bad about this workplace. No one's talking, no one's sneaking, no one's sabotaging. It's just that they're all kind of the same type of people. They just seem to keep to themselves. They seem to not give out too much information, and they're just not always sure about the other person, what they're going to do. So everybody kind of keeps to themselves and not share too much at work when it comes to their, like gossiping or anything like that. Just doesn't, this workplace, it doesn't seem to have it. It's mostly, let's get the job done, let's work, let's do it, and everybody kind of respects the fact that everyone's working. So I don't see anything wrong with this workplace. I would just love to have something like that. I mean, like you go to work and everybody keeps to themselves their business to themselves, and they just stick to the point of work. That's awesome. So let's see this group. What's going on? Group number 2. At work, where work is work. Work is work. Work is a little heavy. It's a little confined, a little restricting. It's a little bit, although sometimes you can actually accomplish or finish this work. So for some reason, work seems to be a little challenging at times, or full. Here, wow, this is a good place. A lot of emotional support, a lot of growth, business working. Wow, this is really super good, super good, super good. And wow, it's almost like wow. Sorry, this is like as if I didn't even shuffle the deck. I mean that I'm getting. It feels like like another reading in a different way. But wow, it's crazy. I know I shuffled. I even shuffled on camera, but I mean it's just crazy. And I handpicked, so it just blows me away the way they come out. But yeah, it's definitely good concept, good work ethic, no stress. Seems like everybody's minding their own business, working away, listening, doing, watching. Seems like so far things are good. I get that things go the way they're supposed to go, and everybody, even if they're not quite sure sometimes what to say, like they're not all that emotional, they work ideas. So they're not really on the emotional side as they are the planning and working out ideas and talking and being busy that way. There doesn't seem to be any sabotaging going on, or lying, or sneaking around. This is very, very good. I mean, nobody really cares about what you feel. I mean, or they feel like. I mean, it's not like a touchy-feely type of work job. Like everybody's more professional. Like they're more not that touchy. I shouldn't say that, but I mean, they're not all about their emotions. They're more about the planning and the ideas. Wow, that's what I'm trying to say. They're just not. They're not into this stress business. Like they don't stress. They're just too busy. They want to work. They want to get going. They just want to do. There is no stress. There's just a lot of work, and just work, work, work. That's what they want. They're trying to. They have a concept, and they're trying to get there, and they're trying to get up there, and they're trying to do it, and they're trying to. What it is it's somebody at work has a concept, and they're trying to get it together. So they're like working as a team, and they're trying to get it to work, and they're reaching up. So if it's the higher ups or the bosses or someone that's a team, or like they're trying to come up with a concept that's going to be really good, and they're not sharing it. They're quite happy about it, and they will share it with everybody, and they will let everybody know how it works out when it's done. So all your ideas, and you're working, and everybody's it seems like it's quite competitive, and it's and these people are taking the ideas and what's the growth or the concepts or the debates that's going on. They're taking them all, and they're going to do something with it, and it's quite up there. It's quite they're reaching. They're really aiming for a higher goal. It's just that right now they're keeping it to themselves. They're going to share it. So if you're thinking something's going on at work, then this might be just that these people have a really, really good idea that they're going to share with everybody when it's complete, or when it has a like the foundation is solid, a solid foundation. So yeah, and they're there for everyone. They really they want to do the work, and they need the help. They need everyone's help. And they need all their workers to be on the page. So they're not going to leave anyone out. They're going to say, hey, because they need everyone. So they're going to come and tell everybody about this after. And let me see, what else can I pick up? Because this is what I'm getting, but I'm just seeing if there's something else for someone else. Because I see that there just seems to be like so much growth in this company, but I don't see I don't see any nastiness or sabotaging, or the only thing that you would call maybe sneaking is that these people have an idea that they're not sharing, and they're going to bring it to the boss, the higher ups, and they're going to give it to them, and then it will be shared with everyone. They're trying to make their name. You know, that could be the only sneaking around, that somebody's not really joining in the discussions of ideas of what needs to be done. You know, and then others, if it's not throwing ideas, then it's obviously doing separate work and separate jobs. And those people who have a lot of jobs that intertwine into each other, like steps, I guess. If you're like doing a project and you have this step and you have this step and you have that step, and then you put it together and it becomes into one, and it's going to be good. There's someone that's working separate. It's not really sharing their full idea or their ideas, or they're trying to do a concept that they can go to the higher up and tell them on their own. So there is a few that are doing that. Or they're working a little extra hard to be noticed, more so than everybody else, and they're doing it on purpose because they want it to be noticed. But it's nothing that's going to hurt anyone. It's going to benefit people, because later they're going to share it. So whatever's happening is going to be shared. Yeah, so if there's anything that you feel like that's not being quite right at work, it will be shared later. They will be telling people what's going on, because they want everybody on par. They want everybody working together, or doing this together, or benefiting. Everyone benefiting. So if the company grows, then everybody's going to benefit. There seems to be no stress. It's just a matter of working really, really hard and doing a lot of growth, a lot of growing here. And I feel like that's a good place to work, and I don't see anything negative. Group number 3, let me see what you have. So, you knew, or the ideas, this job is a new concept or a new idea or a new way of being. I just, we're not quite sure how to go about it, one or the other. Lots of jealousy, frig. Somebody is working hard and giving lots of support. But in reality, they are jealous or envious or want to do, they're thinking something. They're not quite up to par on that one. So, yeah, so somebody's not right in their mind, and they're showing as if they are. They have two sides to them. They have a warp side and a really good side. So they show the good side, but they're not showing their other side. So they work hard. So that's not the problem. But they are like, frig, they feel like they don't fit. They don't feel good. They stuck. They're just not in a good place. And they appear to be good. They try to do good. They try to work good. But mental state, sorry, just not so great. And yeah, they're wishing. I gotta pull another card. They're wishing. What are they wishing? What are they wishing? But they're wishing. They seems like they know they want to do. They want to act. They want to say something. They're wishing to share, to say there's something going on here. They're not. Yeah, they're not. I don't know. I get that they're like, they're very stressed. They're not all there or something. They're very stressed, or they see things in a different point of view, or what's going on. I need one more card, and it needs a few other added to it. Okay. So, yeah. So let me add me a few cards to this. Well, somebody has it's gonna turn out okay. Somebody has somebody at work who's not feeling well. They're not doing well, and they're like I feel like they want to play. They want to go rest. They want to go rest. They want to, wow, I get more than one scenario. Okay, so, sorry, because I'm picking up stuff, and it's just not clear, too much stuff at once. So, there's one scenario here, one group of people that are having a job where things aren't taken seriously in it, and it's causing some stress, because someone is, like, playing around, like they're not really taking the job seriously, and they're just not a good partner, not a good team, and you're wishing that there's an action done, or something's going to be done about it, and it will be done. They will be supported. They will be taken care of. So whatever this person's doing, they will. I don't want to say that they're going to lose their job, but it feels like they're going to be removed, and or someone's going to get them some help, or they're going to be okay later. And then I pick up that somebody's, I guess they're conniving, because they pretend to work hard and to care, but in reality they don't give a shit, and they wish that they don't care about the work, they don't care about their surroundings, they don't care about you. All they want is the money, and yeah, well, they're going to be taken care of too. They seem to want to act a certain way and do certain things, and wish that they could just have their way. But things are going to go good. So I pick up too that someone is lusting over someone else. They want to have a relationship with them. They see them in such a high light, and they're wishing that they could be with them. So there's quite a few weird scenarios in this place, in this workplace. It seems like, anyway, there's somebody that's not quite right here, and they're appearing to be strong and good, and knowing what they want and doing. And they're in La La Land. They're wishing, and they're thinking, and they're not in their right space. They're not in the right mind. Some of them are not taking the job seriously. They don't give it, anything about the job. All they think about is wanting to go play, and they just want to go be entertained, or they just want the joy of life. They want the money. They do want the money. They're there for the money. But they couldn't care less what goes on at work or what they do. They just appear, or they show that they do much more work than what they could be doing. And they appear to be good, and they appear to care. But all they care about is the money and playing. That's all they want to do. And that sucks. And then yeah, so that sucks. So that person is not really conniving or sabotaging anybody, but he is kind of like a liar. That's what I would say. He's a phony. He's not even true to himself, and he's at work, and he's also making the workplace not as good, because he's not caring about his co-workers or the work, So it doesn't make a good work environment, and it seems like he's going to continue. He gets his wish how he acts, he gets his wish. So it's going to be lasting like that for quite a while. It's not going to change. And for the other one, that someone was sick, not quite right, they're going to get them help, and they're going to do good. They're going to get the emotional support. So someone's sick and they're not telling anybody, and they're going to get the emotional support. Number 4, strength. So it needs strength because this job is very, very judging and yet carefree. How can you have both? And there's no support. So there's no support. So somebody's carefree and they judge. So and they don't care. And so that's what I'm picking up. At this job, there's definitely some emotional baggage. People are too emotional, and so they're argumentative. They're fighting. They're always drama fest. This is drama fest. Yeah, they're all about the emotions and their wishes, and they act on it all the time. They're not predictable. You don't ever know what they want, but they have their own agenda. They have their own agenda, and you need the strength for this. So if you're wondering what's going on, it's just somebody doesn't care again. They're just they're just drama. Everything's drama. Arguing about everything. They're always like, just jumping into things, judging people, making conclusions that aren't even real. So if you're targeted, then you'll have they gotta go. That's the only thing I gotta say to that. Yeah, they gotta go, and that's the only solution. And once they go, things will work out just great. So somebody needs to be let go, because they're toxic, and if they don't get let go, then it's going to continue. And the thing about it is that they're not a liar. They're not sneaking. They're just sabotaging the work just because they're full of drama. So if people are arguing at work, or things aren't going well, it's just because of this one toxic person. You remove this toxic person, work becomes work. So yeah, this is what's happening in this one, and it's very clear and very simple. There's nothing more to say about it. It's just that they're toxic. They just love the drama. Like, will this work spot get fixed? Will this person end up getting removed? Okay, finally. Okay. Yeah, the justice will be sought for sure. It's going to be asked for sure. Yeah, the justice is going to come. The argument's they're going to clean it up. Okay. So now we're going to do group 5. I'm going to take a drink of water first. Okay, group 5. Let's see what's going on. Well, this workplace seems to be a lot of giving and taking. That's for sure. It seems to be well balanced, well respected. People are caring, and it's all happening now, like it's all in play. So that seems good. The decisions of making, you gotta have faith in it. You have to know that the right choices will be made, and this company is an old company, or that you've been at this job for a long time. Either one, but the job's well done. You have a really good boss. There is nothing going on, just nothing going on. It's some people that keep thinking themselves, or not tell you everything. Sometimes you don't need to know everything. Sometimes the boss has plans and he's not going to share, but he's thinking only good. And oh yeah, if you're stressing or if you're afraid that something's going to happen, don't worry. Everything is for the good. So sometimes they make changes, and when changes happen, it scares people from wondering what they're going to do. Are they letting people go, or what's going to happen? But the changes are like, it's going to happen soon, very, very soon. They are working on stuff, and they're not sharing it, of course, with the people, or they're not telling exactly what to plan. So you're kind of like, or the changes you don't understand. They may do a change in some way, but they have a farther future. So they may introduce some things one step at a time instead of giving you the package, and you feel like you're in the dark, or they're leaving you in the dark for a purpose. They don't want you to know everything. It's kept from you for sure. So it's not that they're sabotaging, but they're not really lying or sneaking, but they kind of like, yeah, they're kind of doing it without you knowing, I guess, in that sense. So it is, in the sense, they are sneaking and lying, because, but only for the greater good kind of thing. They got a plan, they got things to put in there, but if they put it all out there at once, it may scare people, especially people that have been there for a long time. They don't like the changes, and because they're well in place, they're rooted, they're in a way that that that's how they know things work, and they've been doing that for a long time. Or if it's you that's like this, well, don't worry about it, because they're bringing in good stuff. They're bringing in good changes, and their plans are to grow and make things better. And you're going to be some happy at your workplace, and the money's just flying. I mean, it's going to be exchange hands, so it's going to balance itself out. And they said I guess they're asking for people to have faith, because of all that what's happening. Everything's happening so fast. They're asking people to just to have faith and to trust in the system, and how things go and how things are run. So I don't know if there's a new boss, but he's a good boss. For some reason, it shows up that the boss is really, really good. He's a good person. And if he's not the actual boss, he's a team leader or something like that, or he's the one that is the manager, or whatever position that he has other bosses to deal with. Well, the other bosses, he's just following the orders of the higher ups too, and he's just doing his job. But honestly, everything's going to work out really, really good, and you have nothing to worry about. They're just working out stuff, changing things, and it's going to be for the better. More money coming out. Yeah, it's going to be awesome changes. So if I was you, I would just get excited and know that your job place is going to be even better.